The World Between Wars 1900 to 1950, Part 2. Let me explain. Shall we move? Special context of the Second World War. World War context, Treaty of Versailles was very important aspect. World War I ended with the Conference of Peace at Versailles in 1919. Versailles building located in Paris. Treaty of Versailles also they made in that building. Delegates are sitting in the Versailles conference hall. Delegations are taking place in that hall. The five big victorious powers of the time, USA, UK, Japan, France, Italy, participated in the conference. Socialist Russia and defeated countries like Germany, Austria, Turkey were not invited to the conference. Which conference? Versailles Conference. Hence, the future of the world did not have the wise counsel or deeply felt wishes of these powers. So, Germans thought the Treaty of Versailles was a diktat imposed on them. Diktat in the sense penalties imposed on them, and they had no respect or responsibility for it. They won't bother, they least bother about the Treaty of Versailles. They wanted to took revenge against the conference Versailles Treaty. What happened in Treaty of Versailles? That point we have to discuss now. To weaken Germany, the Treaty of Versailles imposed some territorial penalties and military cuts on it. Territorial penalties in the sense, already Germany occupied some areas and made them as their colonies. These colonies dragged by the victorious powers, and military also, German military also cut by the victorious countries. First, Germans were asked to return their colonies in Africa occupied in 1880s. That means in 1880s, that period, Germany was mightiest country. They occupied some countries and made them as their colonies. And European areas like Alsace and Lorraine, which they occupied from France in 1871. These Alsace and Lorraine, strategically very important, lot of minerals are located in Alsace and Lorraine area. This area occupied by Germany from France, which year? 1871. 1880 what happened? In Africa, some countries colonized by Germany. On the left side, some colors are indicating. One particular color indicating these countries colonized by Germany. Germany occupied these areas and made them as their colonies. Cameroon, German East Africa, German Southwest Africa, Togoland, these areas ruled by Germans. If you see your right hand, then here Alsace-Lorraine, this area captured Germany from France. Secondly, Germany was asked to pull down its army strength to 1 lakh from 9 lakhs. Earlier, Germany had lot of military strength. 9 lakhs military strength they have. So these in Versailles conference, my victorious countries, they asked Germany to cut down their military strength 9 lakhs to 1 lakh. If you see in World War I, in World War II, submarines played very important role. So victorious countries asked to Germany cut down submarines also, not to have submarines. This is submarine image. If you go Vizag, if you reach RK beach, then you are able to see submarine. Lot of children are going and enjoying to see that submarine. Its naval strength restricted to 6 battleships of less than 10,000 tons and a dozen torpedo boats. Generally, in the battle point of view, torpedo boats, submarines, other military equipments, machines, guns, bombs. These items played very important role. Victorious countries, they tried to restrict these torpedo boats of Germany. It is the image of torpedo boat which was used in First World War. It is a battleship. Observe keenly. Guns, machine guns, then military equipments. Everything is located here. Keenly observe. The League of Nations. This is very important topic. Examination point of view. The Treaty of Versailles set up the League of Nations to prevent wars in the future. Treaty of Versailles, which year they made? 1919. Very good. Why League of Nations established, formed? They wanted to prevent future wars. Already World War One occurred, a lot of damage happened, took place. They don't want to see such kind of wars furtherly. That's why League of Nations formed to prevent future wars. This is the League of Nations building. Where it is located, yourself you find out the answer. Okay. Russia and Germany were not invited to become members of League of Nations. Okay, which country is not invited to take the membership in League of Nations? Russia, Germany, not invited. USA could not become a member as the US Congress refused the proposal of Woodrow Wilson, even though he was very active in the formation of the League. League of Nations was pioneered by Woodrow Wilson. By that time, he was the president of USA. He worked hard to form League of Nations, but US Congress named Parliament. That Parliament not accepted his proposal to take membership in League of Nations. This was the image of Woodrow Wilson. He was the president of USA. He played a key role to form League of Nations. Who played a key role to form League of Nations? Woodrow Wilson. In 1934, as well as peak year in terms of League of Nations, but League of Nations had 58 members by that time. 1934, League of Nations had 58 members. Identify which country not having membership in League of Nations. USA, UK, France. Yes, USA. USA didn't take membership in League of Nations. Why? US Congress nothing but a parliament not accepted Woodrow Wilson proposal. It was hoped that it will help eliminate wars through collective security and settle disputes between countries through arbitration or negotiation. What is arbitration? What is negotiation? Both are interchangeable words. Arbitration means if you sit together and collectively take the decisions, problem will be solved. Okay. Collective security is the main theorem of League of Nations. It also set up international agencies for conducting welfare activities and also an international court of justice for legal disputes between countries. If anything happened between the states or within the states, who will take care? Very good. Courts will take care. We have one particular court systems: Supreme Court, High Court, Sessions Court. Likewise, we have different courts. Then international disputes sometimes may arise. By that time, International Court of Justice, which is located in Geneva, Switzerland, that will take care. Even though much was expected of League of Nations, but it failed to prevent Second World War. Okay, after World War One, which was formed, League of Nations was formed. Why League of Nations was formed? To prevent future wars. But it prevented the war or not? Tell me, it is not prevented the war. The Second World War occurred in the year of 1939. That means League was totally, completely failed. to prevent future war. German challenge to vengeful domination. Vengeful domination in the sense revengeful domination. In the Versailles Conference, what happened? Germany strengths, everything cut down. Germany army also cut down. Germany territories also they pulled back. Such a way, Germany humiliated in Versailles Conference. They wanted to took revenge against victorious countries. After the defeat of World War I, Allies wanted to punish Germany for starting the war and also crippled it to rise again. That means they wanted to control Germany. If we could not control the Germany, again Germany will participate in the Second World War. That's why they thought if we control Germany, there is no scope for another war. That's why they imposed penalties. They taken territorial things of Germany, what not, everything they done. For the Germans, the provisions enforced on them by the Treaty of Versailles were slavish, not accepted by the citizens of Germany. What they felt, they humiliated by victorious countries. The people of Germany thought like that. They wanted to take revenge against them. Germans wanted to recover the territories lost by them in the Treaty of Versailles, restore German dominance over Central Europe. Again, they wanted to become superpower in Central Europe. They wanted to collect their losing territories. Afterwards, some strange things happened in Germany. Germany re-industrialized under the Nazis and developed a massive army and armament industry. They made weapons and everything. They developed their army. Finally they wanted to take revenge against their enemies. This image showing the power of Germany army. Fear of socialism and the USSR. After the disastrous results of World War I, the workers turned to ideologies of socialism and communism. Earlier, capitalism played very important role all over the world. Afterwards, capitalist countries they wanted to targeted small countries and crippled them and tried to cripple them. The workers, the middle class people, the lower section of people, they interested to accustom the socialism and communism. Afterwards, communist state was established in Russia as a result of a revolution in 1917. 1917, where Russian Revolution occurred in USSR. By that time, it was called as USSR, Union Soviet Socialist Republic. 1991, USSR was disbanded. Now afterwards Russia separated, few countries also separated. Now it is called as Russia. Earlier altogether all countries are together called as USSR. It is Lenin image, one of the prominent person in Russian Revolution. The Western capitalistic countries like Britain were afraid of a similar revolutions in other countries of Europe. That means in Europe, most probably some countries could adopt socialism. They felt like that. They wanted to suppress the socialism. That is the final agenda of capitalist countries. Initially, they encouraged Hitler and Nazis to act as buffer against Soviet socialism. What they felt, if we encourage Hitler, automatically Hitler will control the socialism. They thought like that. Who? Capitalistic countries. That's why initially they encouraged Hitler. Already you saw Hitler image. This is also Adolf Hitler image. Now we will discuss about consequences of the World War. Consequences in the sense, if any war occur, what will happen next? That is the consequences. General consequence is enormous human loss. In the World War One, what happened? 75,000 Indian military people died. They went to Africa. They fight against other countries. Okay, that's why we lost 75,000 people. There was widespread deaths and injuries happened in the Second World War. The men who died in the war were under 40 years of age. Young people died in the war. Most probably young people, they are participating in the army. That's why young people deaths are more in the wars. The two wars established a regime of lethal arms race, particularly of nuclear and chemical weapons. What happened after was, people realized that if we do not have any kind of nuclear weapons, another country will attack on us, we may lose our resources, everything. They thought like that. Every country tried to improve their arms race, particularly nuclear chemical weapons they developed. Up to now, the world is still living under the threat of total destruction of all life through even accidental use of such weapons. Suppose intentionally, if you throw atom bomb, lakhs of people will die. If you don't have intention to drop atom bomb on particular country, suppose any leakage occurred, then lakhs of people will die. Such a way, world constantly living the threat of destruction of all life through even accidental use of such a weapons. Another consequence is democratic principles asserted. The two wars brought home the dangers of having undemocratic governments and the importance of democracy. Earlier, most of the countries ruled by dictators or monarchism ruled different countries. One particular person decided about their citizens and he took the decision and ruled that country. Nobody not able to give suggestions to leader. He won't accept their thoughts. That is the bad effects of undemocratic type of government. People realized that afterwards the value of democracy, so that many countries adopted the policy of democracy. After that, several empires were ended. Just now I mentioned one point. Before that, many countries ruled by dictators. Many empires, many kings, many kingdoms prevailed, existed earlier, were ended with the First World War. After World War One, these empires were ended. For example, the Austro-Hungarian Empire that was ended. This is Austro-Hungarian Empire map. The Russian Empire that was ended. The Ottoman Empire that was ended. The German Empire that also ended. Where socialist revolution occurred? Yes, in Russia, socialist revolution occurred. Which year socialist revolution occurred in Russia? 1917, Russian Revolution, or else socialist revolution occurred in Russia. Afterwards, Germany became a Weimar Republic. Examination point of view, sometimes they are framing the question like this: Weimar Republic relating to this country. Weimar Republic relating to which country? Germany. This is the flag of Weimar Republic. After Ottoman Empire ended, Turkey formed as a democratic and secular state. That means Turkey also adopted democratic type of government. Another consequence of World War, change in balance of power. All the empires came to an end after World War I. Just now we discussed it. The colonial countries become independent nations after World War II. That means many colonial countries got independence. India also got independence after 1940s. Pakistan, Bangladesh, Bangladesh separated from India, Pakistan separated from India. That is separate context. I will explain you later. Okay. Another consequence of World War, new international organizations emerged to resolve the disputes peacefully. After First World War, which was formed, League of Nations was formed. Okay. Just now I mentioned League of Nations was formed after World War I, and United Nations Organization was formed after World War II. UNO. UNO located New York. League of Nations located Geneva, Switzerland. This is League of Nations emblem. League of Nations headquarters located in Geneva, which is located in Switzerland. Switzerland located in which continent? Yes, European continent. UNO headquarters. Building this one. United Nations Organization building located in New York, USA, United States of America. UNO emblem. Very important. Just carefully recognize this one. Olive leaves are indicating here this side and that side. Let me explain about principles of UNO. Preserve peace. Always these UNO trying to establish peace among the countries. Uphold human rights. Now if you go anywhere else, what we are hearing, what we are listening, human rights are violating. UNO always trying to protect the human rights. Respect international law. Suppose any issues happening outside of your country, then who will take care? International court is there that will take care. So every country should respect international law, promote social progress. UNO always trying to promote social change. These are the four principles. Always UNO try to progress, try to move forward. Preserve peace, uphold human rights, respect international law, promote social progress. Organs of UNO. UNICEF, United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, UNESCO, United Nations Educational Scientific Cultural Organization, WHO, World Health Organization, ILO, International Labour Organization. These are the organs of UNO. You do one thing, I will assign one task to you. Find out the headquarters of UNICEF, UNESCO, WHO, ILO. Okay, try to do it. UNICEF emblem, this is like UNO. Here we are observing olive leaves. Then here inside of the globe, mother holding her baby. Tell me yourself, just now I told you abbreviation of UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. World Health Organization emblem. This is International Labour Organization emblem. The UNO, despite being accused of becoming a tool of the great powers like USA and USSR, it prevented wars like World War II. Okay, UNO also tried to stop the wars, future wars. After a long struggle, British women got right to vote in the year of 1918. Here, important point is which year British women got right to vote. Tell me, 1918. What happened? Another incident. Which incident happened in 1918? First World War ended in the year of 1918. Why the women, they asked their voting right? Reasons are the men away with the battlefield, industrial production and other services were carried away by women. Okay, most of the young men, they participated in military. They participated in the war. By the time who participated in industrial production, women participated in the industrial production. They they asked their fair share of equal right, their fair share of amount of equal right. Successfully, they gained their voting rights. They had to work in factories, shops, offices, voluntary services, hospitals, and schools. Everywhere they participated, they worked. They worked equally with men, but they got low income. Afterwards, they fight against it. They successfully gained equal amount, equal share of work, equal share of amount, everything they get it. These images showing the participation of women in the factories. They worked in the factories, they produced the goods and everything, being with the confidence of breadwinners. Women began raising their voice for equality and got to right to vote. That means they are earning, they are breadwinners. Women began raising their voice equally and got right to vote afterwards. Finally, I am concluding. We are discussing about World War One. The incidents occurred in World War One time. World War Two. The incidents occurred in World War Two. The institutions formed in World War One. After World War One, the institutions formed in after World War Two. The causes of world wars, deaths and destructions of world wars, how women got right to vote. These things we discussed very clearly. You try to open your textbook and read each and every line. If you have any doubt, raise your doubt. I will try to solve your doubt immediately. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. Now, afterward, we will meet with another lesson. Thank you.